For the last 1 month, the police force has been in the eye of a storm over acts of its officers that have been widely condemned. For 2 days, the 12th and 13th of July, officers beat up bystanders and supporters of opposition leader Dr. Kizza Besigye as they cheered him following his release on bail from Luzira Maximum Prison. Hardly had the dust from the beating settled, then NTV obtained new video footage from the events of the 12th of July showing a police truck knocking a man standing by the roadside cheering Dr. Kizza Besigye. NTV sought out former Deputy Inspector General of Police Julius Odwee for his comments on the conduct of police.
I think the police officer knows what he's doing, except that for a different purpose. That is beyond a question of torture, really.
Odwee, who is now retired in his home district of Dokolo, served the police for 30 years. He blamed the apparent decline in standards in the police on laxity in the training of police officers. He asked the police leadership to implement the recommendation of the Commission of Inquiry into the Police that was chaired by Justice Julia Ssebutinde.
So my brief was that Inspector General of Police, please ensure that these staff of ours go back to school. Let them be trained. One. Ssebutinde Commission made 380 recommendations, and some of those recommendations have not been implemented up to now. And they include many things. You can count training, you can count how to promote somebody, how to deploy, how to discipline, how to do what. All those were there.
Every other year, we keep coming up with adjustments on best training practices from the UK, from Europe. We have the Turkish, we have the Italians, we have the British, we have the Americans, we have the Germans. Everybody is partnering with us in seeing to it that we come up with the best, training packages.
According to Odwee, some police officers are partisan in the execution of their duties, hoping to be rewarded with promotions for frustrating opposition activities.
Because some of the police officers think that they can get the job by pleasing somebody, even when they are doing a wrong thing. And probably they are motivated that, you can get promoted, you can get a big office, you can do what.
Indeed, there have been cases of police officers commonly seen quelling opposition activities, and they have been rapidly promoted. But police spokesman Fred Enanga says police promotions are not based on political considerations.
If it comes to promotion, there is a criteria. There is a promotional committee that is even not there. It looks at the recommendations, it looks at the capabilities, it looks at the education level.
Associate Professor Christopher Mbazira of the Makerere University Law School says police brutality is a global problem that has persisted for years. He emphasizes, though, it's critical to have a system that ensures that errant police officers are made to account for their actions.
You'll always have errant members of the force, where at any level it could be the rank and file, it could be junior officers, it could be senior officers. But the most important thing is whether there are actually mechanisms of accountability and whether there are mechanisms in place to stem impunity. Because what we've seen in Uganda for quite some time, there are these incidents of police brutality and nothing happens.
The Lordon argues that the police force is yet to shed off its colonial setup. He explains that the police as a coercive force originates from the pre-independence days when the British colonial masters used the force as an instrument to further the colonial agenda of extraction and exploitation.
We need a complete transformation in the policing model that we have, that the police is part of the community and the police that uses force as a measure of last resort and in circumstances that deserve that.
In a bid to clean up its image, the police have gone ahead to publicly prosecute members of the force who are said to have been behind the beating up of civilians last month. That's only one part of the story. The police has also vowed to net the people said to have been in the police truck that ran down a supporter of Dr. Kizza Besigye on the 12th in Chebando. Suhail Mugavi, NTV.